And when you're ready, we are going to get started. So, by the way, I'm Caroline for anybody who's not met me before, and I'm glad to have you in class. But we're going to start just sitting up nice and tall and just pulling the flesh back. So, we are sitting up onto our sits bones. Bring the shoulders up, big breath in, and exhale, roll them back. And two more. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. Let's reach the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers. I want you to pull up, lifting up and out of your hips, taking a nice deep breath in, pulling up through the pelvic floor. And start exhaling whenever we curve to the side. Big breath in through center and exhale as we curve to the side. Starting to feel those spaces in between your ribs. For those of you who want a little bit more of a core workout, I really want you to engage your back muscles, the muscles in your abdomen, and especially the pelvic floor too. So it's almost as if you were trying to pull up a zipper in a really tight pair of pants that don't have stretched denim. So you're really engaging those muscles. We're still breathing in those intercostal muscles in between each rib as we inhale whenever we come through center, and exhale as we come to the side. Taking big breaths in and big breaths out. And one more on each side. And coming back to center, just pressing the palms up and really lengthening. And on your exhale, curl the spine, still pulling pelvis all the way up, pulling up pelvic floor, pressing palms out, and seeing if we can create more space between our shoulder blades as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath on the inhale, slowly coming back up, circling your wrists. Let's bring them back, interlace shoulders back, and get that nice squeeze in between your shoulders, belly button in, and really feeling that lengthening. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. Really allowing yourself to connect with the breath, breathing out anything you choose to release, whether it be tension, whether it be emotion or physical pain. And if you are feeling physical pain, checking in. Is it sharp? Is it shooting? Or is it electric in terms of sensation? If it's more of a dull, aching pain, seeing if we can breathe a little bit more. If it's sharp, shooting, or electric, it's okay to stop, whatever we're doing. One more big breath on the exhale, very carefully, bringing hands and just curling spine back. And inhaling, lifting chest. And exhale, curl. And inhaling, lift. And exhale, curl. And as we lift forward, if it's possible, seeing if you can lift and start to stretch the neck as well. Many of us, because of the amount of Zoom meetings we're doing, more classes online, sometimes we're looking down significantly more than we were pre-COVID. So with that, just to protect the neck, starting to lift a bit more, not to the point that we're scrunching the vertebrae in our necks, but just getting a little bit more. Two more. And last one. And circling our rib cage. Once we get the body a little bit warm, we're going to flow a little bit more. But I just want you to start to release the spine. Inhaling whenever the chest flows forward. Exhaling as we pull the chest back, curling through the spine. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. And one more in this direction. And when you're ready, let's reverse the other way. Inhale forwards. Exhale as we circle back. And seeing if we can slow down our circles and slow down our breath just a bit more. Taking those big breaths in and big breath out. And two more. And last one. Slowly coming onto all fours whenever you're ready. Hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips, tucking your toes, taking a deep breath, and on the exhale, really hollowing belly. And inhale, lifting tailbone, lifting chest, and exhale, curl. And inhaling lift. And exhale, curl. And big breath in. And deep breath out. And two more. Last one. Whenever you're ready, untuck your toes, stretching back and starting to draw rectangles with the body, hitting all four corners. Big breath in at the back. Exhale as chest comes forward, keeping belly button in, so it almost feels as if we're doing a plank on our knees. Whenever we come forward, inhale back, exhale forward. Starting to notice any tight spots in our hips as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more in this direction. And reverse the opposite way, breathing in at the back. Exhale as chest comes forward. And nice big breath in at the back. Noticing if your hips feel a little bit more comfortable going one direction than the other. As we breathe, noticing those imbalances in our body. And as we move and breathe, just seeing if we can balance that out a bit more, keeping fingers nicely widespread so we're protecting our wrists, protecting our hands and our forearms. Two more. Inhaling back, exhale forward, last one. And whenever you're ready, we are going to come back into yogic push-ups. So taking a nice big breath in child's pose, soften the elbows, dragging chest forward, and press up. Reaching all the way back. Inhale back, exhale, soften, push. Try not to roll onto the edge of your pinkies as we come forward. Trying to really press into the hands and reach. For those of you who would like a little bit more on our next rotation, instead of going straight back, we're actually going to come up, bring it down into the push-up, and then reach back. Inhaling back, exhale. Pushing up, and bring it down. Big breath in at the back. Exhale. As we come forward. Coming down, keep chest forward. Inhale back. Exhale. So as we come down, really come to full extension all the way, keeping chest down. Reach. Inhale back. Exhale. Press up. And down. Inhaling back, 5 more, big breath in. Exhale, press. And feeling free, if you need to make this a little lighter, that is okay. For those of you who want a bit more, slow these down even more. So you can feel a little bit more intention, a little bit more intensity as we breathe. 2 more, big breath in. Exhaling whenever we come forward. And 1 more, big breath in. And very carefully coming back to child's pose, just releasing your wrists for a moment. And breathe, feeling your hips reaching back as your arms reach forward, relaxing the wrist. Two more big breaths. And when you're ready, feeling fingers nicely widespread, coming back to tabletop. Tucking your toes. Option 1 is taking those knees off the ground, keeping chest forward, and breathe and holding here. Option 2 is coming all the way up. Soften. Bringing it down, but not letting those knees touch the ground. Reach up. And almost down, but not quite. Reach. Bringing it down. And reach. And bringing it down. 4 more. 3. 2. And on our last one, straightening the legs, coming all the way up into downward facing dog and walking through the feet by bending into your right knee, coming up onto the balls of the feet and bending into the opposite knee, feeling that stretch up the backs of the legs, feeling nice long spine, tailbone is reaching up. And when you're ready, rooting into right foot, picking up left foot, flex the foot, and drawing circles. Keep the rest of the body as still as possible. So really opening up that hip. And reverse the opposite way. And reaching it back even further on the exhale, taking knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back, and if this is too much, you can always do this on all fours from tabletop. Reach. And curl. And reach. And curl. And reach. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Very carefully taking that left knee, bringing it back behind left wrist, coming into our pigeon. Really breathe. If keeping that back leg hurts, it's okay to keep it bent. It's always okay. So if it's bent, it's going to come more into a deer. So just seeing for you what feels best. If you're able to relax down, coming down onto your forearms, please, please, please do. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. If you'd like to just relax down, bringing it into a sleeping pigeon, you can. Just giving your forearms a little bit of a break. And feeling your spine nice and long. If it's possible to balance out your hips by allowing right hip to come down a little bit, left hip to come up, especially if you've got your left leg forward, please do. Two more big breaths. When you're ready, walking your hands back up. We are going to tuck the toes, coming back up into a three-legged downward dog, reaching that left leg back again, and bending left knee, stacking left hip on top of right hip. And both hands are equally on the ground, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more, slowly coming back to center, taking a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, knee to forehead. And inhale, extend back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhaling, reach back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back. Exhaling, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back. Two more, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back. And one more, knee to forehead. Reaching back. When you're ready, we are going to do 8 kicks with that left foot. So very gently. Option 1 is bringing it down, reaching it up for those kicks. Option 2, pressing into your hands and up. So your choice if you'd like to kick it up or if you'd like to keep that right leg supported on the ground. So whenever you're ready, rooting into your hands, shoulders engaged. 5, 6, 7, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back into pigeon, taking left knee behind left wrist again and relax it down. Breathing, releasing your wrists, breathing into your hips, feeling your heartbeat as we take those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And if anybody finds this hurts your knees, try to flex that front foot, which helps stabilize the knee as well as balance out the ankles. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. 2 more big breaths. Last one. Whenever you're ready, slowly walking hands back up, tucking your back toes. We are going to come back into three-legged dog, bending that left knee, second time stack hip for anybody who would like. If full wheel is in your practice or half wheel, please, please, please feel free to reach those toes until you are going to come all the way over. And that's only if that is in your practice to come into it. Really breathe. One more big breath on the exhale, coming back into a three-legged downward dog, taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, very carefully bringing both feet back to the ground. And if you'd like to add a vinyasa, please do, which for those who aren't sure what a vinyasa is, coming up all the way into plank, down, keeping those elbows tucked into chaturanga, lifting chest, and stretch back. This time rooting into left leg, picking up right foot, flex that foot, and drawing big circles. Trying to keep the rest of the body still as possible, so really isolating that hip, the parts of your low back that are moving, your leg, and And reverse the opposite way. And reach that leg back, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. And knee to chest. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhaling, reach back. Exhale, knee to chest. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that right knee behind right wrist, coming all the way back into pigeon. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out and letting yourself come all the way down. Really breathe. And 1 more big breath on the exhale, walking hands back up, tucking your toes when you're ready, coming into a 3-legged downward facing dog, feeling that right leg bending, knee stacking hip, and breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. 2 more big breaths, slowly coming back to center, reaching leg up, and knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhaling, knee to chest. Reaching back. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. 2 more. Last one. This time when you're ready, finding that foundation, we're going to do those 8 kicks again and again. Option 1, keeping that left foot static. Option 2, gently popping it up. When you're ready. And if handstand is in your practice and you want to kick up into that, and that is in your practice, please do. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking right knee behind, right wrists again, coming into that position again. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Allowing yourself to relax your arms as you breathe. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. And 1 more big breath on the exhale, slowly bringing hands back up whenever you're ready, tucking your back toes and transferring back into 3-legged downward dog, bending knees, stacking hip. If it is in your practice to bring it into a half wheel, please, please, please do. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath whenever you're ready. On the exhale, slowly unstack. And softening your knees, looking past your hands. Jump, step, or float feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale. Relaxing down, soften your knees and slowly come all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart and hands to side. When you are ready, we are going to keep our feet a little bit more than hip distance apart, softening our knees and coming into chair. So let that nice crease at the tops of the hips, knees over toes, allowing your arms to come up, belly button in. And breathe, taking those nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. Seeing if it's possible to reach your hips a little further back and lengthen your torso. And one more big breath on the exhale, coming all the way down into a forward fold. Fingertips to shins, nice halfway lift. Really nice, beautiful flat back. Exhale, relax down, soften your knees, and come all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side. We are going to soften our knees, reaching back, legs squeezed together. We are going to take our left elbow and bring it into a twist to our right side. For those of you where side crow is in your practice and you would like to come in, please, please, please do. Otherwise, continue opening up the chest, feeling it open. Nice long collarbone as we breathe into this twist, belly button in. Two more big breaths on the exhale, slowly coming down into forward fold, inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart and hands to sides and reaching up again. This time as we soften, we're going to twist the opposite way. So reaching hips, taking elbow over towards that left side. And again, if side crow is in your practice and you would like to come into that today, please, please, please do. Really breathing into that twist. One more big breath whenever you're ready on the exhale. Coming back down into a forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees and come all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to sides, bringing feet hip distance apart again, rooting into right foot, taking left leg across. And when you're ready, we are going to come into a chair. So reach hips back. If it feels okay, taking your arms back to interlace, getting that nice squeeze between the shoulders as we breathe. Taking nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Feeling pelvic floor pulled up, belly button in as we breathe, taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And when you're ready, bring it one more inch down and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more inch down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 inch down, 1 inch up, just an inch down and up. Release your hands down and up, down and up, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. Come all the way down, forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart. Hands to side, rooting into left foot, taking right leg across whenever you're ready. And coming into that stretch. This time, take your hands in your less dominant grip. Bring the shoulders back, interlace, belly button in, lifting. Making sure there's a little bit of flexion in that front foot just to support as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And coming down just 1 more inch down whenever you're ready. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 inch down. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more inch. And up an inch. And down. And up. And down. And up 1 more. And pulse for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice work. Reach it up. All the way down. Good work. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale. Relaxing down. Soften knees. Coming all the way up. Exhale. Bringing hands to heart. Hands to side. We are going to root into our right foot. So option 1 as we root into that right foot is bringing left knee up. Option 2 is start to extend your left leg. Option 3 is bringing it all the way, keeping your chest over, your rib cage over the hips. And slowly reach it to the side. Really lengthening your spine as we breathe. And slowly bringing it back. We are going to switch hands, bringing it into a twist, opening it up towards that back wall, really pulling belly button in as we breathe. Coming back to center. Woo, I'm using wall too. Grabbing onto your foot and breathing. Taking those big breaths in and big breath out, feeling your hips reaching back. 1 more big breath whenever you're ready, coming back into mountain pose and breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Whenever you're ready, you may need to shake out your feet. If it feels okay when you're ready, we're going to root into our left and taking right leg up again. Same thing, option 1 is holding it in. 2, holding. 3 is grabbing your big toe. So just seeing for you what feels best as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Taking your index finger and thumb into a mudra, which is supposed to help ground us. which whenever we're in these kind of poses, it's nice to ground. And open to the side. And slowly bringing it back to center. Switching which hand and coming into that twist. Seeing if we can elongate the spine as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And slowly bringing it back to center, grabbing onto your foot as we breathe. One more big breath on the exhale, slowly coming back up into mountain pose. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. Shaking your feet out if you need to. Whenever you're ready, feet a little bit wider. Heels may or may not be on the ground. What we are going to do is soften our knees. You may find you're all the way up here. You may be able to come right down. Main thing is try to lengthen your spine as we come into this deep breathing, really breathing into our hips. Seeing if we can bring the shoulders back, lengthening the spine, taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. This one's great for our gastral system and really good for our hips. Making sure knees are over toes. So I usually use the backs of my arms, so not on my knees, on my thighs, to gently get a little bit of a deeper stretch. So just being as kind as you need to be to yourself as we breathe. Taking those big breaths in and big breaths out. Hands come to the ground. We are going to straighten, pivot the feet, and coming into a wide leg forward fold. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath. Whenever you're ready, pivot your feet. If you have crow in your practice or headstanding you'd like to come into it, please do. Otherwise, softening knees, coming back into masala. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Two more big breaths. When you're ready, bringing hands down, pivot the feet, coming back into a forward fold again. This time, planting left hand onto the ground, and that's extend our right leg up to a right hand, arm, not leg, up to the sky. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath, slowly coming back to center, finding foundation and reaching up. Making sure you can still see your top thumb. And one more big breath, slowly coming back to center, soften knees. And slowly rolling it up, vertebrae, 5 vertebrae bones, stacking upon bones. And we are going to find our way down onto our backs whenever you're ready. Coming all the way down to the floor. And slowly rolling it down. And walking your feet so they're just to the edges of your mat. Knees are facing the ceiling. Arms are out just at shoulder height. And very carefully, let's let our knees melt over to the right side. Turn your head to the left. And breathing into that gentle twist, letting your arms relax. Breathing deeply into your belly, feeling that stretch. And taking a nice deep breath in, bringing knees back through center. And letting the knees melt over to the left, turning your head to the right. And feeling yourself taking a nice big breath in slowly, bringing knees back to center, bringing soles of the feet together into butterfly. And if it feels okay, just to let the hips wiggle, releasing the back. Please, please, please do. And releasing your legs, reaching arms and legs to the edges of the mat to yawn. And stretch, feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And taking a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, releasing arms, releasing legs, softening your knees, and reach them up to the sky. Coming into happy baby by grabbing either thighs, calves, or toes. Breathing into your hips. And gently rocking from side to side. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. And coming back to center, reaching arms and legs out and giving it a little shake. And slowly relaxing, reaching arms and legs away from torso to yawn. And stretch, feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And slowly feeling arms, feeling legs relax, allowing your arms to relax down to your sides. If you've got a blanket or a pillow, feeling free if you'd like to gently cover yourself with a blanket, covering any feet, socks, turning palms up to receive energy or palms down to ground. And allowing your eyes to soften as we come into the most important pose in yoga, into Shavasana. And feeling yourself, taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And starting to feel movement returning to fingers, to toes, to hands and feet. If you'd like to reach your arms above your head to yawn and stretch, please do. Feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out, and softening your knees and very carefully rolling to one side. And slowly using your hands to guide you, finding your way back up to a tall seat. And taking a nice deep breath in, bringing the arms up. And on your exhale, bowing to thank yourself. And I thank you too. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy your Tuesday. And I hope I get to see you on Friday as well when we have our vinyasa class at 11:30.